Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my YouTube channel. So this is my absolute first YouTube video, and on this channel, I'm going to be talking about different blockchain concepts and things that have to do with the blockchain to help kind of demystify all of the questions around blockchain and make it easier for everybody to understand different things. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about, which is today, is the Bitcoin halving. Actually, it takes place in a couple of days, but I'm going to talk about it today. So if you're wondering what the Bitcoin halving is, then stick around, grab a snack, get a drink, get comfortable, let's do this. Okay, so for you to understand what the Bitcoin halving is, you need to understand two things. The first is the Bitcoin maximum supply. This is something that says that the total number of Bitcoin that will ever exist in the history of existence of all the Bitcoin is gonna be 21 million Bitcoin. So there are a couple of reasons why this was done. It was basically done when the blockchain was created, the Bitcoin blockchain was created. It was hard-coded into its algorithm to make sure that only 21 million Bitcoin will ever exist. And one of the reasons for this was basically because as the demand for Bitcoin goes up and the supply of it stays steady or goes down, then the value of it is gonna increase. So this basically made it a valuable asset, or gave the asset value. So that's one of the reasons why there is a hard cap at 21 million Bitcoin. The second reason that I'm going to touch on today is basically so that illogical human reasoning can't at any point in time say, you know, we need to inject more Bitcoin to stimulate the economy, the flow of the economy, whatever it is, and just inject a random number of, you know, trillions of dollars worth of Bitcoin into the economy and, you know, call it an economy, because that would be something like saying, like, you know, 3 + 3 equals chicken nuggets or something. So that basically keeps it as a safe and sound asset. And yeah, so now you understand that the first concept of understanding the halving is the total supply, which is 21 million Bitcoin will ever exist ever. Okay, the second thing you need to know, which you may or may not have heard about, is a concept called mining. So what is mining? Bitcoin mining is basically the creation of a new block. So this is like, you obviously hear about the blockchain. So the blockchain is a series of blocks that's broadcasted on a live ledger. And so how do these blocks get created? They get created through mining. So you have miners, which are people all across the world. That's why it's a decentralized network, who have computers, and they use their computers to basically play a game with each other. And this game is them competing to complete a computational puzzle. What the does that mean? Yeah, I know, don't worry about it. I'm gonna explain to you. Basically, this computational puzzle is a series of numbers, which is a hash. And basically what the miners need to do is they need to create a series of numbers that's below the target hash. So whatever the target hash is on the network currently, the miners need to create one that's below that target hash in order for them to create a block. Okay, and then once they create a block, that block is broadcasted out onto the network, and all of their peers have to verify it. Once they verify it, the block is created and it goes onto the blockchain. And block by block, you end up creating the entire chain of blocks. So every time a miner creates a block, they're rewarded with Bitcoin. Currently they're rewarded with 12.5 Bitcoin. And it takes them about 10 minutes to create a block. So you get about 6 blocks per hour. And then every 210,000 blocks that are created, so this is about every 4 years, there's a halving. And what that means is that the number of blocks that are created every single day is going to be decreased by 50%. So currently there's 1,800 blocks that are created per day. So instead of 1,800 blocks per day after this halving, this May halving, it's going to be 900 blocks per day. And the miners are no longer going to be rewarded with 12.5 Bitcoin. They're going to be rewarded with 6.25 Bitcoin. So that's essentially what the halving is going from 1,800 Bitcoin to 900 Bitcoin per day. And instead of being rewarded 12.5 Bitcoin, you're going to be rewarded 6.25 Bitcoin. And that's it. That's what the halving is. And so a lot of people, this is something I want to talk about, is that a lot of people are talking about the price of Bitcoin and how it's going to skyrocket, which is wonderful. And obviously something that all of us are rooting for if like you're in Bitcoin and you've bought Bitcoin, because, you know, but that's not really that important, because first of all, I kind of tend to take the more cynical route in anything. But from my research, I've found that the halving probably already factors in, or the price of Bitcoin right now probably already factors in the halving that's about to take place. So the price that it's at now is about 9K. We're pushing 10K, which is awesome. But I think that I mean, I personally really don't know. I don't know that anybody knows anything really. I mean, it is 2020, so what the fuck do I know? What the fuck does anyone know? I know as much as the next guy, but I don't think that we're about to see Bitcoin go from like 9K to like 150K in a couple days or a couple weeks. But at the same time, what the fuck do I know? I mean, right? So there's that. And the other thing I want to say is that yes, the pricing is obviously amazing. This is obviously a wonderful asset, commodity, investment that a lot of people have made tons of money off of. But you know, this is, first of all, this is pretty freaking cool because this is history. This is the third halving in the history of Bitcoin. Second of all, there's something way more important about the entirety of Bitcoin. It's, you know, what it stands for, and that's our freedom and the revolution. I don't know what I'm talking about at this point. But hopefully your interest will go beyond how much money you can make, which is definitely a noble thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's absolutely nothing wrong with making money, but it's definitely the idea of the blockchain, the Bitcoin blockchain, and how it's gonna create a better world, safer world, more freer world for all of us. All right, home skeets, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something new. Please comment down below, smash that like button. What? I'm like a real YouTuber up here. And tell me what other concepts and things you guys are, you know, confused about, what other things you want to learn about, and I'll talk about them. Everything blockchain related, because I'm not going to get into like my entire life, even though I have such an interesting life and I really should probably take you guys, you know, around 24 hours showing you everything I do, but you probably don't want that, and I don't want that. So let's keep it on blockchain. I think that I can do a good job in explaining these things to you in plain old English. So yeah, let me know what else you guys want to hear about, and most importantly, stay free, my people. All right, peace. Oh my god, I'm about to edit this video, and guess what I forgot to do? I forgot to show you guys my awesome t-shirt. Can you see it? Isn't it so cool? Okay.